Bill Steffen. Hey, we're running out of the month of February, February 28th already, Friday. We got the first weekend of March ahead here for us. And here I am in the man cave, all kinds of neat stuff here. Can I show you something? Daughter number 3 got me this a little while ago, and this is an M&M's dispenser. It's supposed to give you like one M&M, but you know what happens when I hit the button here? I'm not going to do it right now, but about 20 M&Ms come out, and I think that's kind of a good thing. I think I'd rather have 20 than one, but a nice little present that we've got, and that is down here. Look at this. What one came out? One came out. Look at this, Mitch. All right. Oh, why not?
I vaguely remember giving that to you. It's got to be at least 20 years old.
No, they're good. They really are. Hey, you had a cat with you a minute ago. What happened?
Yeah,
Cat
he's Mr. Fidgets. He ran off. Yeah, he'll make his camera debut another day.
I have 3 cats. Michelle has 2. My 3 cats are not allowed in the basement at the moment because we're doing some construction down here. But eventually you will get to meet all of them.
But you're not making any drastic changes to the look and feel of the man cave.
No, it's still here like it was 40 years ago when we built it. Same old 1970s wood paneling.
Okay, so we're going to try to do the show a little bit of a different way. We're trying to get software that's going to make this better, easier. We're trying to make it so the guests can come on. So we're trying new software tonight. So everybody bear with us. Let's start the show and we'll see how we do.
All right, I have something exciting to tell you, something I look forward to every single spring here at our house, and that is the emergence of my snowdrops. Look at this. They are just out of the ground. I took this picture this afternoon. Pretty white flowers pop up. Snowdrops will grow through the leaves. They'll grow through the snow sometimes, but they always pop out either at the end of February or the beginning of March. I planted about 10 of them, and they've grown to about 150 of them. Pretty amazing. Well, take a look at this. Another sign of spring. We got some fishermen along the shoreline of the Holland Channel. The ice is cleared out, so there's a lot of open water there, and word is getting around that there's a few fish there to be had. So certainly a sign of spring there. If you're still thinking winter, this is what Bittersweet looked like, ski area. Temperatures were only in the mid-30s there, so not too far above freezing. And I think if they groom things up here a bit, we're going to have a great weekend for skiing. In fact, it may be a touch on the cold side at times. It will be kind of windy on Saturday, but temperatures will be in the mid to upper 20s. And if you bundle up, that should be a great time to get out there and take a look at one last time, maybe down the slopes here for this coming weekend, Saturday and Sunday, looking pretty good. Well, it is time now to thank our sponsor. Take a listen.
Need a fast, efficient, and affordable cleaning service? Complete Care Concierge has you covered. Serving all of West Michigan, we offer one-time, daily, weekly, and bi-weekly cleans, plus move in, move out. We also service apartment hallways and laundry rooms. Our work is guaranteed, gift cards are available, and we even clean on weekends. There's no better way to say I love you than giving a tired mom a break from dishes and laundry. Are you a busy professional? Pamper yourself by taking vacuuming and dusting off your plate. Office manager? Keep your business looking and feeling its very best. Call 616-264-1397 today for a spotless space and total peace of mind.
And they've got a website, too, that you can check out. Head to BillSteffen.com, and you can take a look there. Hey, headlines, windy today and tonight. We're going to see winds gusting at times to 30 to 40 miles an hour, so batten down the hatches and get ready for a very breezy day. Cooled in the morning, but temperatures do warm up into the mid-upper 40s in the afternoon. And I could see 50 degrees or better from I-94 down to the south here this afternoon. Warmer weather for the afternoon hours will be followed by colder weather for this coming weekend. Saturday and Sunday look kind of January-ish around here, but after that it starts to warm up. We will see a little bit of sunshine around here for Sunday and for Monday, and that's certainly some good news. So let's move on and take a look at where it's going to be winter-like. Take a look at that winter storm warning in the pink colors up there across the UP. That same area from Marquette over to Sault Ste. Marie. You know, there must be a snow magnet in Sault Ste. Marie. They've had 171 inches of snow so far this winter, and they're going to get another 6 to 10 inches from the storm that's going to be coming here this today and tonight, Friday and Friday night. In the purple color, we have the advisories, and we'll go on to the next picture here and show you the snow. This is the 72-hour snowfall. Almost all of this is going to come today and tonight. And you can see in the orange color, that's where we're supposed to be getting about 8 to 9, maybe even 10 inches of snow. That's areas like Tequamanon Falls and Paradise and over toward Grand Marais are really going to get socked again. And there's places up there that already have about 4 feet of snow on the ground. Down here, where you see mainly the white color in West Michigan, that's no snow at all. And right at the lakeshore, you can see one little tiny thin strip of darker blue. We do expect into Friday night into early Saturday that there'll be some snow showers near the lake, and there could be over an inch in a very narrow band through parts of Ottawa and Allegan County, and also up toward Oceana and Mason counties. So on we go here. Forecast for today, you start out around 28, 49 here this afternoon. Kalamazoo about 52 this afternoon. And again, the main thing will be the wind, gusting at times to 30 to 40 miles an hour during the midday and afternoon. Winds start out of the south and then shift more to the west here toward the afternoon hours. So the 5-day forecast looks like this. The big thing today is the wind. Much colder here for Saturday and Sunday. That 28 on Saturday may come during the morning, and it may be closer to the 23 during the afternoon. We stay kind of chilly on Sunday. Sunday, the winds let up quite a bit, so it'll be a pretty nice day. Just pretend it's January instead of March. Monday, some sunshine, start out chilly at 19, but head up to 42. Tuesday, some rain showers here with temperatures in the low 50s, probably a touch cooler than that near Lake Michigan. So let's take a look at some temperatures here. This is for Friday today. You can see temperatures in the upper 40s across West Michigan. Not too far off to the south of us, it's going to be a whole lot warmer. As you can see, temperatures mid-upper 50s in Chicago during the afternoon. 60s once you get down towards St. Louis and Louisville. All that red area there, temperatures about 20 degrees warmer than normal. Look at the change for Saturday. We put up Saturday's map, and you find temperatures only in the upper 20s across southern lower Michigan, low to mid 20s to the north. And once you get up toward Paradise and Sault Ste. Marie, temperatures may only be in the low to mid teens with wind chills below 0 here on Saturday. So pretty chilly start to March up there. But you can see the cold air kind of starts to move out. Look off to the west of us along the Mississippi River. And as we go to the next slide, you'll be able to see Sunday. And all that warm air starts to move back east again. And we'll start to warm up. We're still in the mid 30s here for Sunday afternoon, low to mid 30s, but readings out of top 40 again here by the afternoon hours on Monday. Here's a look at the long range outlook, latest one here, near normal. This is kind of interesting because over a 7-day period, the temperature will be near normal, but we're going to have a lot of swings up and down and up and down. So I hope my beautiful snowdrops out there in the front will be able to handle the changes that are coming here this coming week. Michelle, you got something for us here this evening. Oh, one more thing here. Severe weather. Hey, we're getting into spring here, and this is the time we look for severe weather. Daughter number 3, Michelle, is down in Birmingham, Alabama. You will have at least a slight risk of severe thunderstorms next Wednesday. So that's something you got to kind of keep an eye out for. And that orange area there, that's an enhanced outlook from East Texas into Mississippi. So anybody that might be traveling south on vacation, beware of the fact for some big storms across the south here Tuesday and Tuesday night.
One of my favorite meteorologists down here, James Spann, says that the trampoline is the Alabama state bird.
Spann is amazing. He really is. If you ever follow him on Twitter, he doesn't tweet like he used to, but the guy used to, I don't think he ever slept because he'd be tweeting at 2 o'clock in the morning.
No, he doesn't. He does his show and then he's up again the next morning doing something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you never slept, but there's someone who sleeps even less.
Yeah, I thought I'd never retire, but I mean, Spann is somebody that probably will never retire.
Yeah.
He's got to be mid-60s, don't you think, by now?
I don't know. Well, so far we're doing pretty good.
Isn't, he is.
I had a long time to plan today's show. I had an hour and a half wait at the DMV.
Okay, what you got?
I had lots of time to work on this. So let's see. We'll go back to this. And
the
first
ISS.
of all, yeah.
I haven't seen these, so I just...
Station sighting. Oh, and yes, and we are going to talk about the NOAA cuts today.
And okay.
Dad has not seen these at all. He has no idea what I put in them and what we're going to say. So the opinions of daughter number 3 do not necessarily reflect the opinions of Bill Steffen. We actually do disagree on some things, including some politics, but I'm not going to tell you what that is.
Hey, everybody, anyways. She's a lawyer. She's got to include that, all that legal ease. Yes.
anyways, if you don't like what's in it, blame me, not Dad, but we can discuss it in the comments. Okay, so we may be able to see an International Space Station launch flyover. So not just the International Space Station, but actually a launch, a new trip to the space station on March 12th, and we might be able to see that in Michigan. The Crew 10 will take 4 astronauts to the International Space Station, and the launch is scheduled for 7:48 p.m., and it might be visible from Grand Rapids for 3 minutes at 9:24 p.m., and of course, this is all weather depending. When visible,
Hey, that's interesting.
yeah, the International Space Station is the 3rd brightest object in the sky. You can see it with the naked eye. And you
And
can
it
go
normally
to,
moves from southwest to northeast across the sky here when it's visible, which is not very
so
often in winter because it's been so cloudy around here.
yeah. So how often can you see it? Does it come and go for week-long periods or something like that?
If you just Google ISS flyovers, there's a website. I forget the name of it right
Yeah,
now,
it's
but you
here.
can plug in Grand Rapids
Spot the
and
station,
see when it's going to.
nasa.gov.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because I
Spot the
looked at
station.
this. I looked at Grand Rapids and I looked at, I think, Ludington, maybe, and they were a minute apart. One was 9:23 and one was 9:24.
Okay, so about the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, hopefully
So,
we'll
yeah,
get
very
some
cool.
clearing on March the 12th.
Yeah. When then, assuming the launch happens that day as well.
Mhm.
Okay, your photos. Nancy Thomas sent us a lovely cactus in bloom from Tucson, Arizona. Oh no, I spelled it wrong. Oh no, forgive me. I'll get it right next time. Okay, the NOAA job cuts. NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, terminated about 880 employees today, which no one wants to see anyone lose their job. Personally, it's a terrible thing. CBS reports that as being 5% of the NOAA workforce. So working backwards, does that mean that there were about 17,600 employees? I cannot find an up-to-date statistic on that. All I can find is information that was a couple years old. But CBS says that that was 5% of the workforce. So do the math backwards, and that would mean that there were 17,600, but I can't find any statistic that says that that's right. So I found an article from Yale Climate Connections that says that there were also significant cuts to the National Weather Service made in the Clinton administration, and that at the time the staff was cut by around 9%. And at the time that they said that they made those cuts because of technological advances and because of the priority to have more of the staff being meteorologists. So presumably those were a little bit more planned and strategic than the cuts that were made now. However, cutting employees on probation is there's probably a different method to do that. So it was for a different reason and through a different process than the cuts that were made today. So at the time, Bill Clinton fired the National Weather Service Director, Albert Joe Friday, because he refused to say that the cuts would not affect the country. So what does NOAA contribute to? It contributes to so many things, including public sector things like resource management, disaster notifications, national defense. It also contributes to the private sector. Try running anything in the transportation industry without meteorology, weather, and climate. You can't. It contributes to agriculture and the food supply, building and economic development planning, especially among coastal areas. So NOAA announced 880 job cuts, and this comes on the heels of Allen Media Group announcing, and then they mostly went back on it, saying that they were replacing their local broadcast meteorologists with people in a centralized location to handle their forecasts, and the public did not agree with that, but they went back on it. But that was an announcement of private industry job cuts, and now we're seeing public industry job cuts. What does that mean for meteorology in general? And then I found a source from the National Weather Service that says that there are about twice as many new meteorological grads each year from U.S. universities than there are entry-level job openings. And that was before the round that was announced today. So what does this mean for the future, for people going into the industry? There's just so many questions. Oh, so the American Meteorological Society says that in addition to NOAA, meteorologists work in the United States in lots of government roles in the military, NASA, various US departments. They also work for universities, private industry, research, and information services. So what do you think? Let us know
in the comments.
Yeah, I think
So
the first question I
how'd I
have is
do?
where were the cuts made? Were the cuts made to actual people that are manning the forecasting duties, or
Right.
are these people, running around trying to tell me how to turn off my gas stove or something like that? I really don't know, and I don't know how the workload compares now to what it might have been during Bill Clinton's era there. But I
Right.
do know that the local people at the National Weather Service office here are very talented and very smart people that do an excellent job. We have seen a tremendous improvement in weather forecasting here just in my lifetime. One of the things I tell people is that the forecast for day 5 right now, if you take a look at your 8-day forecast, is as accurate as the 2-day forecast was when I started in this business back in the early 1970s. So we've made some real strides, and I think the forecasting for hurricane path and tornadoes is better than it was noticeably. Take a look at how many tornadoes used to kill like 50 or 100 people way back in the 1920s, 30s, and 40s, and compare that today to where people, in fact, we're working right now on how to warn people on interstates that a tornado may be coming. If a tornado is touching down, we can block off interstates so that people don't go down the ramps and run into trouble like that. So we've made some real strides. I doubt that they would have cut too many people in the forecasting end of things here, but I would certainly be curious to find out where these cuts occurred. And I really can't say enough about the quality of the people that work for the National Weather Service here in Grand Rapids.
Yeah, and really what they've contributed to the safety of all transportation industries, aviation, shipping. There's been so many improvements in the last handful of decades because of the work they're doing.
I mean, can you imagine, before we had satellites, how you'd forecast the weather for Seattle because the weather moves from west to east?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what do you do? You know what they did? They actually positioned a ship called Ship Papa 500 miles west of Seattle, and if it was sunny out there, then they just forecast sunny for the next day. It would almost never work out, but that's about all they had to deal with. But we've made some incredible strides in terms of forecast accuracy. It's not perfect, obviously, but the National Weather Service does a fantastic job, and I would not be happy if they were cutting the number of forecasters or people that actually do the grunt work.
Yeah. Well, hopefully in the coming days, we'll get more information.
Mm-hmm. It's all going so fast. It really is. It's hard to keep up with it all.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Well, are we about to wrap things up here?
Yeah, I think we made it.
Thank you so much for coming aboard and staying here and watching the videos that we have here. And if you got a comment to make, head to billsteffen.com and let us know what you think. Have a nice March and last day of February too. We'll send it back, and hopefully, like I said, as we go through the coming weeks here, we'll refine this a little bit, get the pictures straightened out a little bit, and we'll see if we can introduce our cats too. That's all straight ahead. Thanks again.